Hi, you all. I am going to be giving my latest thoughts on a couple things. Let me just find the right tone here. Okay, I like that one. That one's pretty cool. 1 second, you all. Thank you for joining in live. For those who are here in the chat watching, thank you so much. We are going to discuss a couple things tonight, okay? I actually like my original, quite honestly. I think I'm going to keep that one, you all. Yeah. Hi, from Nevada. I love Nevada, actually. Been there so many times. Okay, you all, let's just jump right into this topic. Because, a couple thoughts right now have been seriously going through my mind. Just want to say first and foremost, if you are subscribed to the channel, if you have checked out my royal readings, thank you so much, okay? It is definitely appreciated. And I just want to say a little disclaimer. Everything stated in this video is not factual, okay? I do not allow trolls or people who are disrespectful to anybody or myself in the chat. If I see you, I will delete your comment if it's kind of off-putting or rude in my opinion, or trying to start something. I will delete the comment. I will block you from the comment section as well. And I just want everyone to be respectful, okay? So especially if you're here live and you're a subscriber of mine, I expect you to be pretty respectful. If you're not, you will be escorted out and your comment will be deleted, okay? That is my first and final warning before we kick off this topic. And I give you all, share some of my thoughts, okay? I'm sharing my thoughts since the Prince Philip's funeral. Meghan did not go. Meghan is pregnant. We all know that there is always speculation around if she's actually carrying her child, unfortunately, based upon her first situation with Archie. There was a lot of conspiracies and weird photographic images. Not going to try to go down that rabbit hole, but yes, a lot of people do doubt if Meghan is even carrying her children, unfortunately, because of some things that she's displayed. And it's raised, a lot of eyebrows, okay? In fact, Harry and Meghan's behavior before they even got married and tied the knot has been quite strange and has made a lot of people, put up their eyebrows. And so what I want to say before diving super deep in this topic here with my own commentary, of course, is, don't be offended, okay? If there's anything that I say in this video where you are personally offended, I'm going to apologize up front. I am a Black woman. I have mixed ancestry. I was born and raised in England. I live in the States now. I have Caribbean ancestry. I have British, especially ancestry, Scottish, Welsh. My grandmother is Welsh. I'm a mixed bag, but I'm still Black. Okay, let's get that out of the way. So if anything about that offends you, or if anything I say in this video makes you uncomfortable, then please do not continue to watch it, okay? Please, please, please do not continue to watch this video because there could be a couple topics that I bring up in this video, regardless of your background, that you may not like. And so if you don't like what I'm saying, then please don't continue to watch the video, okay? So now that the disclaimer is out of the way, and now that the warnings are out of the way, I can begin to give my thoughts on why the video is titled the way it is. So obviously by now you've seen the title, right? At the below the video, okay, my live stream video, and you clicked on the video, okay? So here's the deal. First of all, let's talk about interracial marriage, okay? Let's talk about interracial couples, marriage, and dating, okay? Here's what I will say. When you marry into a person's family, okay, that you believe, keyword is you believe, okay, that a relative is racist or the background, the color in which your mate's family lineage is from is racist. To marry into a family of that caliber is stupid. So, you know, I just think that people who marry outside of their native land, because I'm not going to use the word race necessarily because we're all the human race, let's wake up here. But if they're not from the same place that you're from and they don't have the same kind of cultures or traditions or routines or habits that you have formed from birth, from being a young boy or girl or whatever gender you want to apply to yourself nowadays, transgender, man, woman, you know, whatever label title you want to put on yourself, if you don't have anything in common with your spouse or your mate's family, then why the hell are you marrying them? Okay, so when it comes to Meghan being biracial and never, you know, outright saying that she's a black woman, I mean, if we're gonna put it into labels, her mother is considered, okay, by the societal label they put on people that look like her, African American. Now, her roots may be from something else or whatever, but she's considered African American in America. Now, when you look at Meghan Markle, and especially you all, let's take now on the topic of let's introducing Meghan to the royal family. Can we all take a glance at the new image we got of Meghan and Archie together? Archie looks white. So technically white. So here we go again. Making it seem like people were trying to say that Archie's gonna be super black and, you know, of a darker hue, and this is the reason why, you know, he can't get a title, he can't be a prince. Okay, according to what Meghan and Harry were believing in their little noggin, they felt that Archie was being judged. Okay, now here's a little update. Here's an update. We are now hearing, now I've been getting reports that the person who said that comment is now being identified. Okay, I'm not going to discuss in this particular video who they're saying made that comment about his skin color, but it's neither here nor there, okay? Once again, I you know, and this may sound really bad, but people that are of a darker hue, whether you're, you know, considered native or, you know, you're Afro-Latina or Latino, or, you know, you're European mixed or European black or whatever you want to call yourself, wherever you're from, I think it's safe to say that sometimes family of the same background, the same hue, can make certain comments that are not necessarily racist. I'm not going to put my personal, you know, shoe in the box there, but I have witnessed a lot of people who are considered black talk to other black relatives that are pregnant and talk about the color of the baby and the features of the baby. And I have never once stopped and said, oh, that's racist. So in Meghan and Harry's case, because, now here's a reality, because Meghan and Harry are so uncomfortable in the environment or the media pressure that they are perceiving they're under, which they're not. They think they are, but they're actually not. They took offense. Okay, whatever happened behind closed doors, I was not there, you were not there. So that's why I'm going to be careful and not speak on who was identified, whether was it a woman or a man. I'm not going to speculate because, quite frankly, I kind of don't care. Because here's a reality. Meghan and Harry are not in England. Okay, they have stepped down as senior royals. And it's sad to say it, you all, but Meghan is the first woman who looks the way she looks and is this kind of star-studded celebrity. You know, she wasn't an A-list, but, you know, she was considered a celebrity. And so what I find so strange about Meghan and Harry is that they kind of assumed that, in my opinion, the way Meghan comes across, I mean, this is only my opinion, the way Meghan comes across is like she expected to be like the next Beyonce, you know, the next Naomi Campbell. Like Meghan got engaged to Harry, and in my opinion, she behaved like people would worship her because she is of a different skin tone. That's how she comes across. Now, is that the fact? Probably not. But according to the way she behaves and how she talks about race with Oprah and race relations, she comes across as quite defensive and uncomfortable. Okay, and so I really can't knock that because I'm not in her shoes and I respect what she's gone through. But here's my problem, you all. They're making it seem like Archie is you know, looking completely different, and that picture of that child shocked me. Okay, it completely shocked me because the way Meghan and Harry are talking is like, you know, they look like what you typically would visualize as of a child being bullied because of the color of their skin and the features of their hair and their facial structure and, you know, all types of stuff, right? So, you know, it's coming from a place, you all, where I'm tired. You know, I feel like a lot of us out here are tired of this war. You know, not only we're witnessing this war between Harry and Meghan, but it feels like we're witnessing this race war between Meghan being treated badly because of the color of her skin, when I have said, and other Black women have said many times, that considered to typical labels of what a Black woman looks like, Meghan is not it. Okay, thoroughbred African American woman, if not African, Nigerian, Kenyan, you know, roots woman, do not look like Meghan. Like, Meghan naturally has a very light skin color. Her hair texture, as far as we could see without the hairdresser, looks white. It looks of Caucasian descent. So, you know, it boggles my brain. And then to add more fuel to the fire when it comes to this whole Archie situation and Meghan being treated badly and Harry having to abandon his whole life and everything he's worked for and everything that he's built up through being a royal, having royal blood and all this crap, just to be with Meghan is outrageous. Like, it's literally outrageous to me, you know? And to have a British prince in California is weird. Okay, now I'm not saying it's not possible, but it doesn't mix. Okay, it's hard to see long term how this is going to work. Now, the Queen's husband just passed away. A lot of people are speculating that the Queen is next to go, or Charles is there soon after. So Harry, sorry to say this, you all, but Harry needs to be there for his family, okay? Harry needs to be doing his duty. You know, all the money he's getting from Prince Charles's piggy bank and his mother's will, he needs to work for that. Yes, he's a royal, but in terms of being a royal in that context, I believe that he should be serving his country. I believe that Harry should be serving the Commonwealth. And last time I checked, America was not a part of the Commonwealth. America is not under the rulership of the Queen necessarily. Back before the Boston Tea Party and all this stuff, you know, America could have been England's to keep, but it's not, okay? America got their independence, and so the Queen is not in control, nor does the Queen represent America. So then, sorry to say it, but naturally, I would say to myself, then why the hell is Harry in America. The Queen does not represent America. So take out the Meghan thing, take out the Archie thing, and what do you have? You have a British prince. Let's get the facts straight. You take away all the fluff, all the Hollywood stardom, and what do you have? You have a British prince, a white, Caucasian, British Nordic prince who is in LA amongst reality TV stars, journalists, rappers, professional athletes, models, porn stars. Like, you know, you have this prince amongst these regular people, like, you know, who don't know what he's grown up in, cannot relate to him, think his accent is funny, you know, like, I can't feel bad for Prince Harry because he has so much privilege. And, oh, you know, I got to add this in here. Sharon Osbourne, now, whether you love or hate Sharon Osbourne or whoever else, you know, went against the whole Meghan thing, and all the crap that went along with it from the Oprah interview, Sharon Osbourne has come out and said that she believes, in her own words, she feels that Prince Harry is the poster boy for white privilege. I could not agree more, okay? I genuinely feel like that message was spot on. I clapped and my puppy was reacting to my clap. So if she goes and barks again, I'm gonna have to go calm her down because she's a little guard dog. Okay, 1 second, you all. 1 second. Be right back. You all, I'm back, you all. Sorry about that. I had to go contact my puppy. She is she's something else. So I can't clap. It's really late, actually. It's almost midnight. So that's why she's responding like that, because she's not used to me clapping at night. So Sharon Osbourne's comment about Harry being the poster boy for white privilege, I mean, damn. I think she hit the nail on the head. You know, like, this guy has, as far as I know, he has no real degree. He has no real work experience in terms of Silicon Valley and being a tech hub. Yet he's got this $100 million deal to be a CEO or a co-founder of this mental health Silicon Valley tech hub situation and hasn't lifted a finger for that. You know, people that go to Harvard or Stanford University or any other university out here in America bust their chomps, you know, to earn a degree, to then get a master's or an MBA or a PhD to work in that field. And Prince Harry, keyword Prince, hasn't done that a day in his life. So whether you love Piers Morgan and Sharon Osbourne, who obviously have lost their jobs for speaking out against ITV and, you know, Meghan blackmailing them, which I'm not going to put my personal feelings on that, but that statement from Sharon Osbourne is bang on, in my opinion. Because that's privilege. That is the epitome of privilege. Like, you have multiple mansions, multiple people giving you jobs hand and foot when you know that other people out here will never get that opportunity, will never even see 1% of that money. But yet, when they left England, they assumed, Harry and Meghan assumed, that the taxpayers were going to just pay off Frogmore Cottage, let them live, you know, lush free and all this stuff. And then as soon as the Queen and the royal aides fit them a bill, they threw a fit. Okay. Harry and Meghan did not want to pay back a dime. Okay. So yeah, that is privilege. That is what you call privilege. And so sorry people are offended by that, or Harry's offended, but I'm sorry. Like, you have to recognize your privilege where you got it, boo. So somebody put in the comments, if Harry was a normal person, he would be working in the McDonald's drive-thru. The tea is hot tonight. The tea is hot. Thank you for that comment, love. Yes, the tea is hot tonight. The tea is hot, okay? So yeah, you know, like, and then you know, it's sad that I have to bring this up, you all, but you know what comes to my mind right after that comment that Sharon Osbourne made is how Piers Morgan was saying how these two boo-boo the clowns want to be so-called environmentalists, but yet every chance they get, they're on private jet planes. Going here, going there. John Elton, Tyler Perry, like this is lavish. You know, this ain't no reality starter kit kind of lifestyle. This is like living big, you know, living large in America. Does Harry even have a visa? Does he even have permission to work in the United States of America? Like, you know, that is privilege. I'm sorry. Okay, and Harry should recognize it and should appreciate it, because that's the only reason why Meghan is married to him, and that's the only reason why he has the money that he has. And you cannot mince words. I'm sorry, you know, for all the you know, the extreme Meghan and Harry fans out here, you cannot mince reality. Like that is the reality. Okay, if he was not Diana's son, he wouldn't be shit. And Meghan wouldn't be shit either, because Meghan would have not been able to marry him, because Harry has boosted Meghan's status. Okay, yes, she has. Harry has boosted Meghan's appeal to the masses. And as we could see, there's a lot of people out here who worship Meghan. They want to eat her dingleberries. They want to build an altar for her. They want to travel to America just to take a picture of her. Some people are literally obsessed with her because she married Harry, okay? But at the same time, when it comes down to the reality, okay, of what's going on here, I don't know if Meghan really should have married Harry, because we don't know if we have to go upon the narrative of she didn't know what she was getting into, or we have to go upon the narrative of maybe she did, but she tried to ignore it. You know, the whole time that she was dating him, she tried to close her eyes and block it out because she so badly needed the status raise, or to be an even bigger actress. Like who is to say, right? Who is to say that Meghan even assumed that she would even get a ring? Maybe Meghan's idea all along was to just was to just date this prince and get a status raise, you know, and have the TIG and go for auditions. Like Meghan always wanted to be an actress. You know, Meghan always wanted to be an actress. So being a royal is not being an actress, and to marry into the royal family and kind of assume that they're going to acquiesce to your request and make you some Hollywood star is laughable. Okay, and people who don't know any better say, oh, well, how come she can't be an actress? How come she can't do both? Have you seen any other royal do both besides the Princess of Monaco? The Princess of Monaco was also very iconic, but she was a princess. You know, she didn't try to go back to her Hollywood roots necessarily. I mean, she pretty much adapted into royalty. But as we're seeing from Meghan is not sorry guys, I was gonna curse, but Meghan is not adapting to SHIT. You know, Meghan is not trying to be like any royal. She wants to be free. You know, Meghan wants to be amongst Kim Kardashian and Victoria Beckham in Hollywood Hills, you know, in Calabasas and Mulholland Drive. And, you know, Meghan doesn't want to be some princess necessarily in that way. I mean, she would love the title. Oh yeah, Meghan would love the title, but the responsibility and the duty that comes with being a princess or a duchess is not for Meghan. And anybody who's honest is going to say, listen, Meghan is not the royal type. You know, she doesn't follow the rules. She doesn't want to follow the rules. So then why the hell is she there? And so that's why she's not there now, because she was honest with herself and said, you know what? I want to be I want to be in Beverly Hills. I want to be on a TV show. I want to have my, look at all these deals, you all. Look at what's going on, from Netflix to reality TV to Oprah. The intent is clear. The goal is clear, is to be this woman with her name in lights. And like I told you all in my other intuitive readings, I really feel deep down in my core that Meghan wants to have a star. Meghan wants to have a Hollywood star. And I don't see Meghan stopping until she gets it. Now, maybe the second baby or whatever is maybe going to slow things down a little bit. And I'm sure that Catherine is going to be having more kids soon. And Pippa's already had another child. And, all the royals are beginning to, have more babies again. It's that kind of energy I'm seeing with them, with the royal family now. So maybe Meghan is going to be kind of slowing down, but still, you all, they have to pay for that security. And I feel like Harry has now adopted Meghan's kind of hustle, which is, let's throw the royal family under the bus at all costs to pay for our light bill and pay for our $15+ million mansion. And this may sound kind of funny, you all, but comparing to the Queen and Prince Philip and Prince Philip, the Queen and Prince William's offspring, okay, Charlotte, Louis, George, Harry is not even as rich as those children. In fact, some of William's children have more money than Prince Harry, I believe. Like William and Catherine have a lot more money in that royal piggy bank than Harry has ever touched in his life. The money that he has right now is from some of the taxpayer, I believe, Charles and Diana's will. And the Queen, I'm sure, has given some money too. I mean, of course, some Range Rovers and some stuff, they've got help, they've gotten help from the Queen. So we can't deny that. So if you take all of this away, right, how is Harry going to provide for his family? How is Harry going to keep living in that Montecito mansion? And that light bill's expensive. That security is expensive. And, I don't know how they can, unless Harry obviously works a Silicon Valley job, but even that, like, Meghan's demands, Meghan's lifestyle is so expensive. Meghan's lifestyle is so expensive. So I really don't know if they took away the Silicon Valley, right? If they took away the Oprah interview, what would they have substantially to live off of? I think that Meghan made between 12 and 15 million, right? Does anybody know in the chat how much Meghan made as a whole from the Suits show, which I've never watched an episode of? Maybe you all have. I have never watched an episode. I didn't even know what that was until she got engaged to Harry. But I believe that the number was 12 to 15 million, which is obviously, compared to you and me, is awesome. 5 million, that's nothing. Compared to Kim Kardashian and Simon Cowell and Victoria Beckham and David Beckham, and that's nothing. Especially in California, like a 6-bedroom house in, what's that area called? Not Beverly Hills, Studio City, Calabasas, Homebilly Hills, okay? What's another place that is expensive in California? Let me think of one. San Francisco even, okay? A 6-bedroom house. You all know who live in America? Us who live in America? Okay? Malibu, perfect, yeah. It's very expensive, okay? We're not even including the taxes. We're not including the security. It's expensive, okay? It is expensive. So Bel Air, very expensive. Bel Air is very expensive, yeah. Thank you for that comment. Yeah, Beverly Hills and Bel Air is, like, they have mansions for like 100 million. Like, some mansions go for like 75.5 million. Now, Harry and Meghan ain't got that money. They don't have that kind of money. Let's not kid ourselves. Y'all are saying 5 million. I thought it was 15 million. It could be 5 million. I don't know the numbers. I didn't look into it like that. But what I'm saying is, it is not even close compared to born American women who have hustled through adult films, pornography, romantic movies, you know, reality shows, fashion magazine shoots, clubbing around the place, like, you know, snorting some cocaine at a party. Like, these people have been like almost groomed. You know, Lindsay Lohan is a prime example. Like, you know, she was originally from New York, you know, Lindsay Lohan, for example, but look at how badly like life turned for her when she got into California and was spending that dough. Like, that shit is expensive, y'all. And that nightlife and that kind of energy and atmosphere in Hollywood is a pretty dark one. I mean, if you're super spiritual and all that, you know, it's a crazy kind of lifestyle you're living. And judging by Prince Harry's past, you know, I don't know if he's strong enough. You know, no offense to him, and I wish him all the best, but I don't know mentally, right, how Prince Harry can try to be around a bunch of blow-up dolls with Botox and, you know, taking butt shots. I don't know how that mixes. For Meghan, she is accustomed to it because it's the game, it's the hustle, it's the come up, it's what people do trying to get a magazine shoot, you know. I mean, Kim Kardashian did it, you know. Kim and her sisters are famously known for taking nothing into something, and, you know, more power to them, you know. But that's not Harry, you know. That kind of legacy, in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, but to be like the Kardashians for Prince Harry is strange. You know, I find it strange that he would want to be caught up in that kind of thing, because that's what they're all doing. They're chasing fame. A lot of people, not all people, but a lot of people in the industry who move to California, you know, they have work obligations there. You know, they want to be popular. They want to be in the paparazzi. They want to be in front of the camera 24/7. So that's their lifestyle, you know. And if Harry is so bothered by this, then okay. I'm just too smart, you all. I'm just too smart, because as I'm saying this to you all on camera, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute here. If Harry said that they want privacy, why the hell are you in California? If you're saying that you don't like people asking you questions about your family, then why are you in California? You know? Now, if you wanted to live on the West Coast, there's other states, there's other cities, right? Like, San Francisco is not like Calabasas, but it's expensive. I mean, it's still very lush, but it's not Calabasas. Arizona, Nevada. I love Nevada. I would have another house apartment if I did real estate like that. I love Nevada. I love the weather there. I love everything about it. But what I'm saying is, why in the heart? You know, Montecito, okay, according to Oprah, there's a whole bunch of A-listers that live on the same street. And you expect paparazzi to not kind of hide out, you know, outside of your house by your trash can and take pictures of you? Like, do you really expect to be in California and not get attention? And this is what I'm saying, you all. You know, I feel like Harry and Meghan think that people are idiots. Sorry, but you know, they really think that people don't think through the lies, the obvious hypocrisy and crap that is spewing out of their mouth. Like, California is the place to be for celebrities. Let's not kid ourselves. Like, California is the entertainment capital compared to, I mean, now that's in America. I'm not talking about Nollywood or Bollywood in India or anywhere else. I'm talking about America, like California. When you say California, people say, okay, film industry, music industry, entertainment industry. Like, that's what I think. Yeah. Thank you for that comments. You all are on point tonight as well. And not to mention Meghan trying to be the president, getting involved in politics. You can't do that. As a royal, you're supposed to be like, you're not supposed to take a side necessarily. You're supposed to be like very, you're not supposed to really comment on it. Like, you're not really supposed to say, oh yeah, I like this president, I hate this president. Like, you're really not supposed to say your personal opinion out loud. You're really not. But, once again, it seems like maybe Meghan didn't get the memo. So what could possibly go wrong, right? What could possibly go wrong having a woman who can't figure out, what she even is, doesn't even want to involve herself in being African American, and then on top of that is trying to change the British royal family that she married into. Like, she is trying to change tradition. Okay, it may sound harsh, but wanting to have your cake and eat it at that level for the whole world to see is a big deal. It is a big deal. And I really think that in my mind, you all, it kind of takes me back to when people before Meghan got married were saying that she should not get married to Harry. A lot of people who were journalists in England, I remember, who were very kind about Meghan and were excited about her, dating Harry. A lot of them said that they think that she should not go through with this because her life is never going to be the same, and she is under the assumption that she is going to have everything kind of at her feet and she's going to have no criticism, and that's just not the case. It's just not the case. And so, I understand them wanting to have their freedom. I get them wanting to go here and go there. They have all this money. But, this may sound kind of bad, you all, but I don't even know if they can afford that house. Okay, scratch house, mansion. Okay, I'm not convinced. I am not convinced that they can really afford that mansion without help, because, what do they do? Like they're not working for the Queen, like William and Catherine, so they're secure. Like William, there's so much I could say, you all, but Prince Harry, Prince Harry acts like he's above William. Prince Harry, not all the time, but he behaves and he speaks like his life is so much better than William. But, William and Catherine are good. They're cushy. Like, their kids are never going to be outcasted like yours is, Harry. No offense. And, for whatever reason, they're never going to be like under question. Like, they're in England, so they're on English soil, and which means whatever privileges they should get as royal children, they're going to get. Now, in your reality, Harry, you're not getting a crumb of that. You're not getting that security blanket that William and Catherine have. So you can say all you want that, they're trapped and all this stuff, but they're living a good life, in my opinion. Exactly. In my opinion, I think that William and Catherine are pretty comfortable. And my readings prove it, their lifestyle proves it, and they're happy. You know what I'm saying? William and Catherine are comfortable. Okay? Would you rather be struggling under bad publicity and can't make ends meet, or would you rather be comfortable and maybe have to compromise? I'll take the compromise for 200 Alex. Okay, I will take the life where I know that I'm going to be able to provide a legacy for my children and be a representative, you know? I mean, because William and Catherine are like representatives for the queen, you know? They work for the monarch, you know? They are cushy. So in Harry's mind, that's a bad thing. But how is that a bad thing? You know, how is that a bad thing? You're trying to secure interviews with Oprah Winfrey to get by. Okay, you're without all the extra pomp and circumstance, they're struggling. Harry and Meghan are struggling to stay relevant in terms of work. Maybe not by their household name, but compared to other actors and actresses and producers, who the hell are they? Who the hell is Meghan? No offense, but who the hell is Meghan compared to Denzel Washington and Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie and Jennifer Lawrence and all these actual talented, famous people? Like, no offense, but who is Meghan compared to these people? Who is Meghan compared to these actual A-list actors and actresses who've worked for years? Okay. Like I said, you know, I have never heard of Meghan until she got married to Harry. I've never heard of her. I'd never seen a picture of her. And in the very beginning, you know, Meghan Markle fans would always say to me, "Oh, you're lying. That's not true." That is true. Okay, that is true. You can look at my Netflix subscription, my Hulu, whatever. I have never heard of Suits until she married Harry. I never heard of it. Okay, now I'm no tea, no shade, but I never heard of it. And I watch reality TV, or I watch certain TV. Yeah, I watch it. I watch these funny shows. Yeah, I watch it. VH1, MTV, I watch it. Okay, or I used to. I don't really watch TV now, but back in the day with the Hills, you know, when they had the Hills and Jersey Shore, all these funny little shows or whatever, like these good, like Scandal was a great show when that was on. Yeah, like they had some good shows on TV, okay? But I never watched Meghan's show. So that's what I'm saying. Meghan is gonna have to try to make this all work. And I don't see it working. Long term, I don't see it working. You know, I'm wishing them the best. You know, I have nothing, you know, in my heart to say I don't wish them the best. I do. But I just think it's a little funny. I think it's a little funny for somebody who's so mixed up and confused and has so much like stuff around her negatively to then go to California and take a prince and say, oh, it's all Jim Dandy. Honey, it's not Jim Dandy at all. Like, England wants their prince back. Not all of them, but a lot of people in England, they want their prince back. They want Prince Harry back. Okay. They see that Meghan, they see it like you've stolen a prince, like you've taken a prince out of his habitat, you know, and you put him in the middle of nowhere. And he's supposed to sink or swim. Harry is supposed to sink or swim amongst all these people that he doesn't even understand. Like, you know. So I don't get it, you all. I don't get it. And I don't think that you all have, I don't know if you all have heard this story, or not even story, because it's not even a story, it's factual. I found out that Meghan got a psychic before she actually moved over to England and was visiting Harry when all that matchmaking was going on, all that blind date stuff was going on, which I think is still very, very strange in my opinion. I don't recall Prince William ever going on a blind date, but hey, whatever. So I found out that Meghan has a psychic, and the latest of Meghan Markle's psychic has said that she may have a same fate like Diana, and that he wishes her well and he prays for her. You know, this is all crazy. You know, this is literally insane. Like, people, you know, her own psychic feels like she is in a horrible position, you know, and it makes you kind of pause and say, wow, you know, how bad can this really get? You know, we've seen a lot. I think we've seen enough. You know, I have seen enough from Harry and Meghan's shenanigans. I've had it up to over my eyeballs with this shit, and I just can't imagine what else is in store. So with that said, you all, I am now beginning to question, regardless if Meghan was naive or not, because, she claims she didn't have any idea. I don't know how she didn't have any idea. I don't know how she didn't know to some degree what she was getting herself into. I don't know, you all. But, it's getting out of control. And it's just like, I don't know if Harry has changed. Harry, yes, was seen chatting with Kate. Yes, Harry was seen talking with William. But long term, right? Long term, is that respect, is that common mutual respect for the Queen still there at the level of Harry carrying out duties and obligations and helping the monarch? No. Like, Harry doesn't care in that way. I'm sure that Harry, still loves his grandmother and loves his brother, I would hope. And maybe even his father, okay? Maybe not. But it is very strange to think that Harry is going to be in America for the rest of his life under Meghan's Hollywood thumb, trying to duke it out with other Hollywood men and other TV shows, trying to be some kind of like reality star. To me, it's funny, okay? To me, it's funny. And it's odd, okay? It is odd. And I think that if Harry really believes that the choices he's made is the right ones, and he's gone. Like, that old Harry is totally gone. And maybe he'll never come back. At this point, it looks like Harry may never ever come back, and may never do an official royal duty in that way again. Maybe he's always just going to be in California, and so how much different would life be if Meghan just married another actor, just married somebody of her own kind of cloth and, built an empire? Like, what's wrong with that? I think that a lot of people would actually like Meghan if she was just not trying to do so many things that come across as very fake and manipulative. I mean, let's think about this, Let's think about this. If Meghan just dated Harry and never married Prince Harry, she would have got what she would have wanted. She would have got more money. She would have got publicity. She would have always gone down in history as Harry's girl or one of Harry's girls. And she would have been able to date maybe another Caucasian man of affluence and live a happy life, have all the paparazzi shots you want, have all the controversial stuff you want and all the politics you want, but not in this way. And so maybe her life would have been better. Maybe her life would have been more well suited for what she wants out of life. And so, if someone's going to marry into a certain kind of family, I always think it's wrong if you try to change that person or blame that person for somebody else's mistakes. To be very clear, if anybody in Harry's family made a derogatory comment, of course it should be absolutely dealt with. But it's not like it's Harry's fault. Like, what you're getting into. Like, and here we go again. Meghan doesn't think that she didn't know. But what I'm saying is, for face value, like the word royal, okay? Like, scrap the ins and outs, okay? If somebody says to you, you're marrying into the royal family, your antennas should be up. Like you should be aware, okay, wow, I'm going to be a royal. I'm going to marry into a royal family. Why did Meghan not think about that? So even if she didn't know the ins and outs, she knew that he was a prince, okay? Meghan cannot act like she didn't know that he was a prince. Let's not even start, okay? I don't want to hear Meghan say that she didn't know that Harry was a prince. Okay, let's not even go there. She knew that Harry was a prince. So where is the complication coming from? Like, this is Diana's son. This is one of Diana's sons, Forget who the father is, because there's speculation about who's the real father of Harry because of his peculiar look, you know what I'm saying? But Diana gave birth to him. Diana, like, hello. It is the funniest. It's unbelievable. So what I'm saying is, I am being fair. I feel that I'm being fair. I'm giving Meghan the benefit of the doubt. If you did not even have an idea about, the curtsying or the kind of food or the weather, okay, scrap all that. You married a prince. And so just within itself, to have your prince, your husband, talk to a Disney executive, begging for a job is unheard of. It's unheard of. Like, when I remember seeing that footage of Harry asking for a job for Meghan. How strange, how wrong. Like, this is a prince, and Meghan can ask for herself. Meghan is very articulate. Meghan, I'm sure, could call up the Disney executive off the red carpet herself. It's not like she doesn't have some kind of way to track him down if she really wanted to. Like, why do that in front of people in the public on camera begging for a job? Like, huh? So, yeah. And truth be told, Beyonce should not even be supporting this shenanigan, because Beyonce actually worked for her shit. I've seen Beyonce in concert, by the way, with the Destiny's Child. I've seen Beyonce in concert. Her vocals are out of this world. Beyonce has put in that work. Beyonce has earned her wealth, okay? So to be in the presence of Meghan and Harry acting like peasants is ridiculous. Like, it's gross. I think it's gross, but hey, they gotta hustle, I get it, but it just sends off a bad signal, I mean, I'm sure that behind closed doors, Meghan could have asked someone to call him, okay, or something. I don't know how they get down, but golly. Like, is it that bad? And that's my point, you all. That is literally my exact point. Like, if they cannot afford security, why are you buying a 15+ bedroom mansion? Like, why are you spending all this money, Harry? And I think it's Meghan, sadly, again, you all, I think it's Meghan. I think it's Meghan's dream, Hollywood dream. Like, she's a Leo, okay? She's also a Leo. Leos are normally very glitz and glammy. Not all of them, but, a lot of Leos are known for liking the finer things in life. And, that's all well and good. Life, you live once, it is what it is. But golly, I think that Meghan pressured Harry to buy that house. Mansion. I think it's obvious that Meghan really wanted to be amongst Oprah and a lot of them. But can they really afford that house, Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's sad to say it, but I don't know if they can really afford that house, Well, she's a different type of Leo. Yeah, not all Leos are like that. But if you look at the negative traits of what a Leo could be, I mean, she got it bang on, I mean, she doesn't take no for an answer in a very kind of like, diva way. And she doesn't like to be very humble. Meghan is not humble. Meghan is not humble at all. Meghan is not humble. Meghan likes to be, ta-da, like, I'm here, she's not humble. I mean, I wouldn't, if somebody said describe Meghan, I wouldn't say humble. I would say glamorous. I would say Hollywood, but I wouldn't say humble. And, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that. I'm just saying that it makes sense. The behavior, it makes sense, okay? Nothing to do with even background. It's just, if that's your personality, that's your personality, it's not like all people in Hollywood, are wanting to live in a 15-bedroom mansion. You know, let's get it straight. Whoever donated, thank you so much. Oh, Kimmy, you're so sweet. Thank you for the channel. That's really, really nice of you. Thank you for the channel. Thank you so much. I just want to jump on here with you all and talk, but thank you so much again. Thank you, love. Have a lovely week and rest of your year. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. But yeah, like, not every single celebrity in Hollywood wants to live in a 15-bedroom house. Like, I mean, let's put it all out here. You know, if I've ever had that kind of money, like not even like even close, I look for 2 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms with a nice, you know, what do you call those pools? That they're long and is it Olympic? Not Olympic. It's the pools where they're just straight long and you can kind of see like the backdrop, and it's like kind of in like, you know, you could look through. I don't know what you call those pools, but they have some beautiful houses if you want to talk about West Coast, where it's like 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, and it's not $15 million. It's like maybe $2.3 million. You know, that's what I would do. I'm just saying, like, I would not go for the big palace. I just wouldn't. Like, that's just me. I would go for something very modern, very chic. Infinity pool. Is it an infinity pool? Let's look it up. Is it an infinity pool? I've always been that person to look up either like the French style or just like a very clean cut modern house. Like, yeah, it's called the infinity pool. Yeah. Whether it's small or big doesn't matter. I'm just saying, if I had to get in that kind of, like, if I had that kind of money, I mean, to start off with, I'm not going to go for a 15-bedroom house. Like, there's no point. I'm gonna go for something where I can park my car, I can bring in groceries safely, maybe away from the earthquakes, and that's it, you know, like, that's it. So I think that, you know, if Meghan and Harry were struggling or were not sure if they were going to be able to afford their lifestyle, I think they should have been more practical. I think that practicality is what they're missing. You know, and it's sad because, like, Harry is a prince, you know, Meghan is trying to be this like A-lister. So naturally, they want to go more towards, you know, grandiose, okay, like a palace, but in America. So, you know, it just, long term, it's hard to see it, you know, it's hard to see, how this is going to end. I mean, if Meghan's own psychic, like her psychic said that she's in trouble and she could have a similar fate to Diana, and he's praying for her. It's a man, by the way. He's praying for her. So I don't know, you know, and yeah, and that's yeah, you all, that's not even including the taxes. Like, think about it. If God blessed you and said, you make 20 million a year, you make 10 million a year, why would you go buy a $10 million house? Like, that's not even economically smart. You're supposed to live below your means. So if you make 10 million, you get a $1.4 million house. And on top of that, because you're paying millions of dollars, the realtor, the person who's selling you the house is going to obviously reduce the price if you negotiate. So even if it's a $2.1 million house, you may pay 2.7 or 2.95. You're not going to pay 2 million on the dot. So still, like, you got to be smart. I'm not saying they're stupid. I'm just saying you have to be smart, like, with your money, with your resources. So Harry, like, you could have got a very beautiful house for way less. And here's the thing, you all. Here's the thing. There's houses, I'm sure, in other areas, not Montecito necessarily, maybe not Montecito, but there's other houses in other uppity areas that I'm sure are not even that kind of money. Like, Kylie Jenner. Now, people hate Kylie. It is what it is. Good example, Kylie Jenner. When Kylie Jenner was making over $3 million on her lipstick business, right? She's still racking in some heavy dough. You know how much Kylie Jenner's house cost? One of her pads cost like 1.7 million. They don't spend no money on their houses, right? They don't, if you look at the history of the Kardashians' property, we're going to Hollywood now, like real Hollywood fame here. They don't even spend that kind of money on their own properties, and now they're billionaires. Or well, Kylie's suspect, but Kim is allegedly a billionaire because of Kanye, Kim, whatever. But they have like way more money than Meghan Markle, and their house is less. So what is the truth? Like, you know, if you're smart, you're not gonna put all your money into a house. Like, you're going to conserve. You're going to keep some money to yourself and then reinvest it into your business or anything else that you want to do. So, you know, I don't understand. Like, I genuinely don't understand why Harry let this happen. And so it makes me question, does Harry have a backbone? Does he have a voice? You know? Thank you, whoever just did the $20. Thank you so much. That is really sweet. You all do not have to, you guys do not have to donate, by the way. You don't have to donate, okay? You could just enjoy the video. But thank you so much for the channel. Thank you so much, you all. Did somebody ask what my moon sign? My moon sign is Libra, as far as I know. I have to get my birth time. I want to get a new update on the time of my birth just to make sure, because I was born in England. So I think I already ordered a new certificate. So I actually want to see that according to my mother and my father, I was born at 10 p.m. But to this day, I want to make sure. But according to my chart, I'm a Libra moon. So I'm very balanced in my approach. I'm a Scorpio sun. And, you know, I don't fuck around, okay? Like, I like to just be honest. And so when people are not honest, you know, it makes me look sideways. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, you all, you know, here's the thing, if Meghan even tries to run for president, it's going to be a bad situation. Okay. Like, I'm not going to vote for her. Okay. I'm not going to vote for her. Sorry. I'm not going to vote for her. You know, I mean, I wish her the best in her campaign, but I'm not going to vote for Meghan. I'm sorry. I cannot do that. I wouldn't be comfortable with an ex-royal being president. That is like a security breach. That's like dangerous. Like that is dangerous. And same thing for Prince Harry. If Prince Harry wanted to be vice president or no. I'm not voting for her. I'm sorry. Like, I wish her all the best, but I'm not going to vote for her. Sorry. Okay. Maybe I could chip in $1 or $2, boo, but I'm not going to vote for you because I don't really know what you're about. You see what I'm saying? I don't really know what you're about, Meghan. No offense to you, honey. So yeah, you all. So, I mean, that's how I feel. And, you know, let me just see. I think somebody asked me a question. So Harry got a super visa. He got a visa? I don't know how he's going to do that job with no actual experience with tech. I don't know how he's going to do that. I'm not, you see, I'm not convinced about this. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced, you all. You know, I wish him the best. But I just think that even for the kids, that what they're living in is scary because they're so far away from their relatives. They're so far away from actual security and protection. You know, America is very different than England. So I don't know. California, I should say, excuse me, is different than England. So I don't really know how. I mean, is Archie and this baby girl, when they grow up, they're going to be doing school in America? They're not going to go back to England and do school with the other the other cousins, royal cousins? You know, are they just going to be in America? Like, this is so sad, you all. This is just crazy. Like, I still can't even believe this, you know. I still can't even believe this is real life. But the nerve, the absolute nerve for Harry to say that William is excuse me, my throat is dry, that William is trapped. Like, speak for yourself. Like speak for yourself. Like, they're good, okay? They're good, and they're gonna be good. You feel me? They're going to be just fine in England, and people love them. Okay, look at the statistics. Look at all the polls. People love William and Catherine. Okay, they want them to be the next king and queen over Charles and Camilla. So that tells you a lot. Like, people like Catherine. People like William. So I don't know what Harry's going on about. But I guess that he thinks that he's right and they're wrong. But I mean, is he really right? I don't know. So thank you all for the amazing comments. Thank you for the donations. Like, that was totally unexpected. I'm very grateful. Thank you for the channel. I mean, wow. Thank you so much. I hope you all liked my commentary. Feel free to share your thoughts, respectfully amongst each other in the comment section. Tell me what you all think. Is this gonna work out? Can Harry and Meghan do this long term? Can they be in America, going back and forth, talking crap about William and Catherine, and going back and kissing, making up? Like, can they really keep doing this and get away with it? Is this going to be the new normal? I guess so. Well, we're going to have to see you all. So anyway, in that picture as a thumbnail, we see Meghan has this, big belly, and, she's going to pop. I don't know, we're not going to go into that, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. To see if they're going to hold up. I don't know, but I wish everybody the best, and I will see you all in the next video, okay? Love you all. Bye.